Hello, my name is Takia. For my action project, I decided to research addiction, specifically alcohol. In the U.S., addiction affects about 10.2% of adults. In North Carolina, about 8% people of age 12 and older has an alcohol addiction. While doing this project, I interviewed a family member really dear to me that battles with this disease every day. This person is the one who's always laughing, cracking jokes, and usually the life of the party. Before conducting my interview, I did a little research that I will talk about after I tell you about my interview. I conducted the interview in person on a Saturday about 4 in the afternoon, and during the interview, I just asked him a couple of questions. Here's a couple questions I asked and the answers. The first question was, when did you start drinking? So they told me that they started drinking around the age of 13 or 14. Both of their parents were alcoholics. So whenever their parents were passed out with a drink beside them or something, they would just, pick it up and take a sip. This eventually led to them, drinking more every day. They started drinking more frequently when they could buy their own. And the next question was, why did they continue drinking even though they saw that their parents had a drinking problem? They said that eventually they found out the effects of them drinking made them just feel like, all their problems were gone. The next question I asked was, had their drinking ever affected any of their relationships with people? They said that their spouse eventually left them because of their drinking problem. They gave them an ultimatum, and they chose not to take it. So their spouse eventually left. The next question was, did they ever go to rehab or AA? And they said that they did, but they never followed through with the whole program. So after conducting the interview, I asked more questions, but those are basically the main ones. After listening to them, I got a better overview of the perspective of someone with an alcohol addiction. As they said in the interview, drinking really was a personal choice. Even after they saw the effects of their parents, genetic, psychological conditions, personality, and personal choice are all a couple of internal contributing factors to alcoholism. A few external contributions is age, family, environment, religion, social and cultural norms, job status, and education. The number one leading cause of alcohol is stress. And some other leading causes would be family history, genetics, personal choice, and mental health. Also, unsupervised underage drinking, which is all part of what my relative went through, that made them start drinking. I did research a couple of rehabs in my area. We have both inpatient and outpatient centers. There are quite a few of them, actually. Also, we have places where they could go to AA meetings also. I would like to target the younger audience in order to help them, get a hold of this addiction or disease at an early age so it won't lead to further problems. I think this relates to interdisciplinary studies because you need different areas in order to help cure addiction. We need information from like psychology, neuroscience, sociology, and public health to help solve this complex problem of alcoholism. Overall, this was just a learning experience. I learned a lot that I didn't actually know. So yes, thank you for listening to my action project.